This is a comp to do it with. You do have the Diana, but there's a lot of like wombo combo, crazy amounts of CC and engage. Within this composition, their mid game is terrifying. And you mentioned the lack of dashes and some of the squishier members. It'll be interesting to see how it goes as we are hopping onto the Rift for game number 1. NONGSHIM up against Gen G. And Gory. See him floating by there. He's been doing really well. Obviously, 4 POG votes, or wins rather, so far. We'll see if he can stack up any more tonight. I think this is definitely a huge test for...
Not just an early game laning carry, which is terrifying to say the least.
Oh, they're engaging, by the way. The aftershock comes in here. The stun will land onto Ruler. They're looking for first blood, and Peanut will flash bear slap him to death. Gets it down. At least Clid comes down to the bottom side for a little bit of cleanup. That's a nice first blood going the way of NONGSHIM.
Goes into your jungle, eats your chicken, and doesn't even finish it.
Yeah. Well, here comes Kellen. He's level 3, trying to help out Gory, who is having a bit of a trade in the mid lane. Actually, this is looking pretty good for the side of NONGSHIM. Peanut no longer has his flash. Thankfully for Gen G, life is there to save BDD's life. Otherwise, might not have looked too good. And again, they'll get priority.
NONGSHIM bot lane they might actually get caught off guard here if life funds a good engage.
Oh, Kellen's the one engaging, which is pretty unfortunate for him. We'll see how much Clid wants to go for here. He's looking for the Varus. Teleport comes in, but the Varus is dead anyway. This is Rich looking for the flash stun. He's able to land it, but it's Diana, and her mobility should be able to get her to safety as Rich is going way too deep here. Really extending, especially with BDD coming down the river. No real way that you're going to get that and get out, and he didn't even get it. So just not the best look there, as Gen G will capitalize, and now Peanut can't even go for this objective, and Rascal might just solo him as the kick comes in, the Q follow up, and maybe now with the TP, Peanut can survive. Looks like he should be for now. Gory is on the hunt as well, but realizes, well, I'm not going to cast the Lease in, so he can just turn around and try to get this objective at least.
First cross map player from NONGSHIM as... Oh, is Herald gonna... I was about to say, BDD trying to go for harassment here. Peanut low.
Oh, man. Well, at least Peanut got the objective, but I can't see him getting out of this one. Even as Udyr, he will be taken down. Flash about 10 seconds away, but it is not enough, and that is a lot of value here. In terms of kills for the side of Gen G, their 2-0 Diana is terrifying. Yeah. Well, we'll see if Rich can try to turn it around, as not going to be seen here, but now he gets kicked up against the wall, and remember, Clid is 2-0 already. Rich trying to trade it back, looking for that kill, is not going to be able to land it, and Clid will easily clean up the kill, and he is now 3-0 from the jungle, and having an amazing start to this game. This is pretty one-sided in the affair so far, Chronicler.
With teleport on BDD available, and that just means you can't do anything. It's Peanut.
Yeah, he gets kidnapped here by BDD, as now Clid was thinking about it. He's not going to flash for that one. They say, well, we can just get Rich instead, and we won't have to use our summoners. He is going to ult over the wall, but Clid can do even better than that as he dashes over, and he hits his 4th kill of something, I suppose. And let's see if NONGSHIM can actually break into this stalwart defense that Gen G have set up. Rascal a little bit out of position, but he's Lee Sin. Should be totally fine. Like how Gen G have moved this over, and now we're just engaging as in goes BDD alone, and he has to try to flash away the cask a little bit late, but here comes Clid trying to do that damage, and the front line not 100% there for Gen G. They're still going forward though, as Ruler is jumping into 4 enemy members, but do they still have the damage? Yes, they do, but here comes Rich coming in with a double kill, and it's such a close fight at the end of it all, as Clid is still looking for enemies, but Rich, in such a broken down skirmish, has found so much value on this Viego, and he's looking to get the ace here, takes it down, gets the shutdown, 800 gold, and immediately NONGSHIM may have found a way back in the game.
And we talk about it, the Viego reset, but I gotta be honest, I didn't really believe in them. And Rich goes from 0-3 to 3-3-1 with a 200 gold bounty on his head, showcasing why this champion is so nuts
Viego,
when it can pop off. And it's a disjointed engage here. BDD basically deadly for the fight has begun. If you have stopwatch, you can get away with that. Now we can't. Rich, great flash away from the damage from the Moonfall from Clid. And yeah, Ruler really getting greedy there for the kill on Peanut. And I get it, because if you get the reset, you can get your Ren stacks going, you can make that snowball happen. But instead, it's Rascal that really has to do all the damage here. And if Lee Sin isn't doing as much as he did there, this isn't even a close fight. This is just a straight up win coming through here for NONGSHIM. In the end, still a great win, but Rascal really doing some heavy lifting. Our Ruler's going to have to play a little bit more respectful set. We also have Ruler hitting his 2-item spike, which is like when Kalista is really, really impressive. Lockadon as well. You need to win this fight.
This is the time.
Everything is aligned here.
Yeah. Yet, NONGSHIM are not going to back down from a fight. That's a really nice engage, but again, it's onto Rascal. Good cast, but where's the damage? Diana gets it in. BDD this time around is frontlining so well, as he's able to haymak that front line after they do get the kill onto Kellen. And this time, it is much more controlled and a much better follow-up engage from Gen G. NONGSHIM, they get in there, they're confident, but Gen G take the win in the fight.
Gen G clearly learned if you don't give Viego resets, your team fighting becomes a lot easier. And they play with respect. It looks like for a second like it was an overextension from Rascal, but with a beautiful stopwatch from Mountain Soul.
Yeah, definitely very big. And this is where NONGSHIM, you know, they're the ones that actually engage on this fight.
And I don't dislike the engage as a whole. The problem is that Live found a really nice engage combined with the knockback. And yeah, at that point, the Ren stacks are not enough. And this is also, here we see that the NONGSHIM composition does actually have a problem if they can't, but
yeah,
it is a comfortable position for Gen G.
All right, well, Rich actually walks back into this one, trying to go 1v2. Now he's got Peanut around with him as he tries to ultimate away. He's got so much sustain, it's ridiculous. Nobody can take him out. He's just been on the run for 20 seconds. Actually trying to trade it back, but he will finally go down. As NONGSHIM, you can see they weren't totally committing to that. They kind of knew that eventually Rich would bite the bullet. They rely on some mistakes that Gen G have to make. As Gory, you can see he's looking for it. They need to get the poke damage done early. That's really where a lot of their power comes from. But so far, just doing minimal damage to Life, it looks like, who has taken some of it. Gory actually dragging that one a little bit short. As the damage is being done here, this is for Mountain Soul. Gen G are going for it. Big engage from BDD. This Mountain Soul will go the way of NONGSHIM, actually, as Rich is getting into the back line, trying to get on top of Ruler, but Ruler will survive at the end of it all. And it looks like the damage for NONGSHIM has run out just in time for Gen G to take this fight. Duck Dom is desperate, trying to prowl his claw away from that one. Not going to happen, as Peanut might be the one guy that does get away because he is Udyr. But Gen G still win a big fight, and they're looking at the Baron.
But if you then give up multiple people and a Baron, and you just deny Soul, right? It's not even like you get it. You don't even get the Soul points. It's not a trade that you're going to be happy about. And Gen G recognizing that if they are able to withstand the poke, and if they can go for these elongated fights, they're going to be just fine. Baron gets taken. And it is Gen G, yet again, looking firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the fight here. Gen G just really have control over this pit, but Peanut is able to get in. So you can see the backside of the fight, BDD is able to get in there. And the fact that Ruler survives here, definitely very important, as NONGSHIM really had to dive deep to try to get that pit.
And it's basically kill Ruler or bust, right? They throw everything at him in an attempt to take him down, but you see the value coming through from that shield blower, keeping him alive for everything. And with Kalista, it's another one of those picks where not be able to auto a wave, which is a bigger problem because he has shield blow. He's just sustaining right back up, and there's not that much you can do about it. Rascal meanwhile rather, on the top lane, just casually tanking turrets, pushing in with his buff. G trying to rotate here, and it's starting to feel like all or nothing for NONGSHIM.
Rich is level 16. Maybe he has the damage to make it happen. Oh no! Jump Dom's all alone, and he's going to be burst down right before the fight even begins. And I don't care how much sustain or damage this Viego has, it's never going to be enough at this position. Gen G are going to be able to clean up this game. see if they dive the fountain. But at this point, this one is over, as Ruler is looking for a bit more. You can see the crazy amount of sustain that he does have at this point in time. As they're thinking about it. Are they going to dive? Well, they did for just a moment. 33 minutes, Gen G do take the victory here in game number 1.
And I think this is the game a lot of us expected, Valdez. It is good showings from NONGSHIM, moments where, but Lulu with a bunch of divers and also a Kog'Maw does feel a lot stronger.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be really difficult for Azir.
Senna, I think, who is still open. It's a possibility, but it's so unlikely that BDD picks up randomly the Azir there. So it feels like NONGSHIM is trying to be too smart. And I don't need him to be smart. I think they're really good. I just want him to get a cohesive composition. And this composition, it still has a lot of power. I think Karma in skirmishes is really, really nice. Should like that.
So, you know, he can put on pressure without actually going for a dive. You can see Life has to play very careful here. Diana's nowhere near. And now, just his presence forces Life and Ruler to back off in the lane, although they're not really missing much. Here comes Peanut now. As the Polymorph does come in, follow up with the teleport will be answered as Peanut now has to flash away. We do get a trade of summoners, although that teleport is taken away from BDD.
Down when that wave was being built up, but will be missing a little bit. Rascal!
This is a 1v1. Rascal flashes the stun and makes it look oh so easy. As this time he doesn't even need a Diana to come up to the top side. He'll just take.
And how much air potential Rascal has. Okay. And he went for the teleport into the lane with Rascal also immediately teleporting with the Iron Spike whip.
That's the tilt-a-port right there. And he might just be dead. Oh, the flash away though. But, you know, I think Rascal's totally fine.
Yeah.
the jungler's nowhere near. You see Peanut is desperately trying to run over there, but okay. Actually, they're going to delay the back. I think there is a chance, actually. Although Rich has to play this so carefully. He's on vision. The Q does land as he goes in, and that is so close. But actually, Rascal will be punished in the very end, although it was quite close.
So, yeah, they capitalize. And let's take a look at the solo kill, which in of itself, really good weaving in and out of these auto attacks. Proc the Conqueror.
I think I got him.
I
think he said he has flash.
I don't know if it was flash or freeze, but he's clearly not freezing, so.
Yeah, he said Gnar has flash because he had used his zone.
Yeah.
And then we saw this extended bait, as you mentioned. Rich, incredibly high IQ. As now it might be Peanut who's caught. He doesn't have his flash. It is Udyr, though. Do they have the damage to catch up? And there it is. One final curve from the Diana will pick up the kill, and now the wave is pushing into Rascal.
Oh, no. Sit there and hope that Rascal is generous enough to shove that wave back towards you eventually.
Look at this. Here comes BDE, and he's able to dodge it. They're going straight for the Varus. No flash here available for Duckdom. And that was on a very long bottom lane. They were not able to run away fast enough.
He's channeling his own spirits.
Got himself.
Yeah.
You know when he changes form and like the spirits kind of pop out with the skin. Looks cool. Gen G are like, no, you may not have the Infernal Drake. Although, can they actually get to the pit on time? Peanut says, we just won the Drake, we don't care. And he will be able to pick that one up. Nice Gnar into the wall, and that's a lot of damage coming out from the Azir as well. That'll be the Drake and the kill going the way of NONGSHIM here. Rich still on the chase. Although Ruler now looks like he's got some room to run with. He doesn't have much of a front line. He's flashing into 5 people. Knows that he has help from his team. Unfortunately, he's not able to get anyone. So NONGSHIM get the kill, they get the Drake and get out, and Ruler blows his flash.
Does force the flash of 2 people. I don't know if that's worth it, because he's the Kog'Maw, but it's something, and we identified the key problem very early on in the fight. Ruler isn't there, because it's a great job, as you can see. He's getting completely zoned by Kellen and Duckdom, and that means that it's just cleared life, and at some point Rascal is going to join this fight as well. And those guys, while strong, don't really have the health immediately available to go through a tanky mini-Gnar. And Peanut on the Udyr And here you see Ruler, even here, he still can't join, and that's your main damage dealer that just hit his one item spike that is really enabled by the Lulu without really doing anything too much in this fight, as we do see in the end. But the flash were actually already blown. Kelly already hit the flash earlier on, so yeah, Ruler, I get it. It can be a game where one of the two teams finds like a clean ace and then they get the Baron and then generate the LCK. That means that the game's over. As Ruler.
What is going on here? Duckdom just took his life away. Here comes the passive and the Lee Sin. And now maybe Rascal has overstepped his bounds. The kick though is good. He is Lee Sin, so he's able to get out of there. But let's take another look at this Prowler Claw assassination from the Varus.
Simultaneously, the fact that NONGSHIM is still very clear in it to win it doesn't make me incredibly happy, as, yeah, this is just really nicely done.
Yeah. Just pops himself forward.
Yeah.
A sitting Kog'Maw has, yeah, you know, Duckdom getting that kill in the last one. He's pretty strong right now. He's got that going for him. Again, this Udyr is so annoying. Looks like Gen G just want to wait for BDD maybe on the flank here.
Flank 2, Electric Boogaloo, BDD.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. He's able to dodge the damage, and this will push them away, but Peanut's still there, but not able to get that smite down. And now we got the set coming on in as Kellen will be caught, and the Diana catch on a Duckdom is huge. You mentioned that flash as Rascal dives in and Gory dives out. So he's able to survive at the end of this one, but man, Duckdom got assassinated big time by so many of the threats here on Gen G, and now they're looking for more.
And I hate to sound like a broken record, but it does go back to a Varus without any peel, with just Kiteback available into such a heavy dive composition is always going to have a hard time. And the turret provided by Gory is going to make it a little bit harder. And I'm looking at Clid, Rascal, BDD. Can they get on top of Duckdom or Gory? Can they blow these guys up? How much damage can Ruler do?
Definitely a big question here as the Chains of Corruption come in, but BDD has found a really nice angle. Can Gory get out of this one? He's got a Karma and a Flash, and he's Azir, but in he goes. Clid trying to get the assassination. They cannot get on top of Gory, as the Azir will live, and the front line of Gen G is being poked away, but Ruler trying to get the damage done. Look at the confidence he's got now, as a lot of the members of NONGSHIM have been forced to back away.
That's Soul!
Yeah, the Soul is coming in. Rich trying to get that kill, and he will be able to pick it up, and unfortunately, Ruler can't do it all alone, and that will be the Ocean Soul going the way of NONGSHIM here. So now Teleport is coming in from BDD. They're looking for Ruler. Now NONGSHIM might be looking for a bit more, although, do they know about BDD is the question behind them. Or do Gen G even want to engage here? Perhaps if they can get on top of Duckdom, they would like to. As Rich with the Mega Gnar, he's looking for a little bit more. He's still chasing him down as the flash came in from Duckdom, looking for the kill onto life. But he's actually been able to get away from this point on. Peanut also on the top side having a little skirmish with Clid as Ruler is being slowed down. He has to QSS and he's probably going to have to flash, but it does not matter as Peanut will come in and get the assassination down. It looks like NONGSHIM have just taken way too much on this map right now. So many kills and the Ocean Soul after all of that fighting.
Here as well. And this game just went from being in a pretty good spot to being incredibly difficult here for Gen G.
Easy Baron. Rich will even take more. Rascal, you can see he's trying to get something done here on the side lane. But let's take another look here at how this fight even broke out.
And it's beautifully built by Gory, right? Because the immediate stopwatch with a lack of follow-ups to see and a flash the moment they find it, and then Clid, frankly, just goes in too aggressively. Look, Ruler isn't autoing throughout the entirety of this, right? Now he comes in, and the moment that Ruler actually starts autoing, you see the health bars go lower and lower. Rascal also on vision there, unfortunately, otherwise he might be fine. Half towards Ruler, because he was looking for a back into teleports, so he gets a little bit greedy there. And here, there's no wild growth available until a little bit later, so you can't really take this fight if you are Gen G, and you know that you try to kite back desperately, but Peanut playing deterrent beautifully there. And there's just no good outcomes, right? Ruler able to cleanse, but then immediately gets blown up after he's used his QSS. With a choke point, and super impressed. But NONGSHIM was to a third game here, and yet again solidifying really their position as one of the strongest looking teams in the LCK at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, if you can challenge Gen G like this, I mean, you can challenge pretty much any team here in the LCK. So, real props to them. They're getting a lot of value here on the Baron push. Peanut is being a very nice frontline as BDD will engage. He's looking for Duckdom. Duckdom doesn't have his flash, but it doesn't matter. The damage is zoned away from the side of Gen G, and NONGSHIM will continue on the push. They want more, it looks like, than just the two inhibitors.
The composition from NONGSHIM when they're in this position is so hard to deal with. Rurik trying to move forward, has the quick play to finish now.
The damage from Gory is just way too much. The amount of poke he has is insane. And look at all these cannon minions, there's 6 of them. Just shooting the turret. And now we got a front to back, but immediately life is gonna go down. Ruler is still alive, but it doesn't seem to matter. Gory goes in, he's got insane damage. And he's actually not even gonna die. They're trying to fight front to back here. Peanut is getting pretty low. Ruler, can he do it? 1v3, a lot of the damage of NONGSHIM is gone. They're still trying to get onto this Nexus, but I'm not sure that they can. Rich here, he's really the only hope, and he's got a lot of support. And it looks like they may just have the damage to do it. Ruler has to engage. They need to fight right now to try to stop it. But Rich will get that last hit onto the Nexus. It was close, but they got the job done, and we will have a game 3.
NONGSHIM.
Yeah, feels pretty good. Genji's top side, but also NONGSHIM with the Renekton Nidalee. Going to be looking to put on the pressure themselves.
Here, Valdez.
Well, let's see how it goes. We're jumping into the final game of the night. Game 3 between NONGSHIM and Gen G. Going head-to-head here to continue a streak. Whoever does win this series, they will continue their current series streak. They're 3-0. One of these teams will end tonight.
Relatively decent sample sizes.
Oh boy.
Really impressive. Oh, Rich, surely not.
Not again. Has he used his dash is really the question. They're not even going to give him the time to answer. Rascal will pick up the first blood, a level 3 gank, skipping the Gromp and the Krugs to make that happen. But now the TP is coming in, and Clit is running straight at Peanut, so now they're looking to actually punish the guy who doesn't have his flash. That's a really awesome follow-up there from NONGSHIM, as Rascal is getting some nice poke down, but, you know, catching up that kill now and giving that scuttle over to the Nidalee is feeling pretty good.
Great punish.
And now they're playing against it, or around it rather, as a big rotation is coming in from Gen G. This is, I said big, but actually it's pretty massive, as this is totally unseen. The teleport will come in, but that is still a really big wave that's coming in. Kellen gets pretty low, they're gonna take him out. Clid, easy devour into save. And that's just going to be a nice rotation, and they get the teleport out of Gory.
It's not a but I do gotta say, like, the laning prowess is just continuously being punished and shown by Gen G. I say that as Rascal might be overextended here.
All right, let's see. The Meganar is a little bit away. Rich not really able to land a stun right now. And he flashes in, and he still doesn't get it. Rascal on the run. He's quite low. But with the Meganar is able to gain some health. We'll see if this one can land. The answer is no. Rascal still on the run here, but kind of cornered. He's not going to be able to get the execute, and, you know, nice ultimate, and actually flashes the wall, but with the follow-up flash from Peanut,
Whoa.
can he actually get it? Hop over the wall. That chase is still going on as we got a dive in the bottom side, as Ruler will survive, actually, for now, and Kellen will be taken out.
No!
And Rascal gets away!
No!
He did it! He ran the gauntlet, and he made it happen. And Duckdom is still here. Life is looking for the solo kill. But actually, Clit's going to deny. Okay, he flashed straight into the arrow. Not sure about that one, Duckdom, but I know it was a high-pressure situation. And now BDD says, yeah, nice chase, guys, but I'll just end your life.
It went from great to disaster in a matter of seconds, Valdez. At the time to talk about compositions, because there was a dive, what, like level 3, and it's been basically non-stop action since then. BDD.
Okay, BDD gets range, and he says, you can't out-Azir me, although Gory lives, and and he does actually help with the kill. But now Duckdom is all slowed up, and he's wishing he had the Kens on his team. But unfortunately, that's life with the Kens. Peanut is going to survive, funnily enough. And the rest of them will be able to get out scot-free. Here comes Ruler, looking for a little snipe. Maybe a chain of corruption. But nope, they're just gonna back away. That's gonna be a turret. Gen Z really accelerating things here in the mid lane.
All this.
He's already had a lot of moments.
Yeah.
Let's give him another one.
Okay, third time's the charm. I do think that Gen G actually needed to snowball with this composition because they have a composition that doesn't really have that reliable engage besides people running in. But then when they do get ahead, and this is normally hypothetical, but in this scenario you can actually see that happening real time.
Okay.
Strong!
NONGSHIM are angry. Again, we have Kens and Ruler's gonna flash away, but now the Tristana's going in and the Azir goes in as well. And look at BDD getting incredibly low. NONGSHIM may have found an angle here. Peanut is just an assassin on the Nidalee. He's able to dodge so many skill shots, but best item in the game. He's gonna live. Will they be able to get anything else here is the question. That's a big fight for NONGSHIM, especially right before this Infernal Drake. They're making it interesting now.
Oh, they're pretty low. I can see Gen G maybe want to look for something here, decide not to risk it. I think that's the better approach.
Oh boy. Infernal and pressure on the bottom lane turret. This is probably gonna go down. Yeah, I mean, Duckdom's like, oh wait, like let me just take that turret quick. But yeah, let's see how this fight even broke out.
As it's just a teleport, right? Gory finding the backline there means that Ruler needs to do everything just to try and stay alive. Then full explosive shot for Tristana combined with Gory take him down. It's a bit disjointed look for Gen G. I think if they're actually able to stay together, they will feel a lot better about the situation. However, really nicely done by NONGSHIM, and it goes to show, yet again, as we were basically praising Gen G for how far ahead they were, we should have.
Around this brush for like 2 minutes. He really wants to make something happen there. And, you know, something might happen, maybe not what he was expecting, as Dominus comes in, and a follow-up TP as UCDD tried to take down Peanut, and the TP is wasted. Rascal's there, he's like, okay, I guess I'll clear the wave. That does nothing. Nice little pick for NONGSHIM yet again. Totally denied, but it's eaten, right? They're able to absorb it with the heal from the Nidalee. Here we go. Yep, Soul Fight's coming in. There's no Baron trade here. NONGSHIM are fighting for the dragon. And that's it. They're going in right away. That is a massive scatter the weak over the wall. NONGSHIM had no vision up there, but Peanut will survive it. Look at that Emperor survival. Where's the follow-up? Nobody's able to get in there. The Gnar from Rascal totally whipped, but it at least gets the stopwatch out of Duckdom. As a nice spear does come in at least, but I think that Gen G have done enough to win this one. They're trying to get more kills so they can absolutely secure the dragon. And I think they will eventually. The boomerang comes in as Rich trying to get on top of Ruler. He takes him out. As now Kent is like, wait, I guess we can get Rich, but we lost our AD carry. At the end of the day, a crazy extended team fight here, but it's still the ace, and it still is Infernal Soul for Gen G.
BDD's mad. BDD is like, you take my Azir. I will show you what I can do on Syndra. Because the KDA doesn't reflect the importance of hitting that one skill there. It is NONGSHIM that pulled the trigger on a Mega or on a Mini Gnar rather, and I think if that stun doesn't come through, Rascal gets the full, might just get blown up, but instead it is the entirety of NONGSHIM already being zoned away, and yes, Gory goes in. Yes, it's a beautiful play, but as you said, the exhaust in combination with a complete lack of follow-up from the rest of his team, and you can't afford that when Gen G is already playing from a late. The fact that Rua dies here is deeply hilarious to me, because this is, I think, the second or third time where it's like, teams have like gone for a Drake with like just one member, and then someone else randomly walks in, and in this scenario, he doesn't get the Drake, but he does get a random kill. It's like,
happy about their position.
And just let him engage into you is what Gen G is deciding. I really like that. I think that you have a great counter engage here. Might be the final play here for NONGSHIM.
All right, let's see it. The Baron looks like it's going to be secured. That's going to be a miss on the scout of the week. Here comes Gory, and he gets a 4-man knockup. But again, the follow follow-up is non-existent. Nobody can enter the fight after that. And with the Baron and 2 kills, Gen G are pushing in. And they're looking pretty good to win this one now.
Gen G might have done it. Veldas, they might have really gotten to the point where like, okay, Gen G, this is a good position for you to be in. NONGSHIM fighting till the very end. Even they're trying to go and find a big play. And again, I am super impressed with what NONGSHIM has shown us here today in terms of the longevity, the creativity, and
Tenacity.
the tenacity, and just Bori's play overall. But in his final game, Gen G's early game lead that they were able to find was just too strong, and they're running down the base.
Ruler, he's trying to get in there, but you know, he got pretty low himself. But he will survive at the end of it all. And I'm not sure that, oh, they're not gonna end it. They're not ending it. It's not happening just yet. The game is not over. They still have Baron for 2 minutes. Peanut's still chasing, still looking. You know, 1 spear. Maybe Ruler goes down. It's not gonna happen. Peanut, oh, okay. Well, at least he's gonna be able to get out of there. Very nicely done, but they're still on the chase here somehow. Spears coming out, Rich is over the wall, takes 1/3 of his health, and maybe they have overextended a big, okay. Well, nice try, guys. Very tenacious, I like it. I like the effort you're showing. Can they, I mean, no, they're just not giving up. This team is great.
I love NONGSHIM.
They're like, fight us, you won't. Gen G, they're continuing to push. I mean, we're so late in the game now, 33, 34 minutes in, that Gory still has 25 seconds on his death timer. Duck Dom still very scary though, and we have spears coming out again and again. Can they actually make it happen? The flash comes out, Meganar now is coming in. What? And yeah, the Nidalee just gets melted. That is going to do it. Nice try, NONGSHIM, but Gen G are the better team on today. And they will take the 2-1 victory, as now they're just playing with their food. What is that damage? That is just disgusting coming out from them. As Ruler, he's burning down, but he doesn't care. Rascal looking for more. Okay, finally they got Ruler. Now NONGSHIM can rest peacefully here. That's going to be the 2-1 in the victory in the favor of Gen G, as they do take down NONGSHIM